Hi, it's Derek Sloan here. I just wanted to make a couple of comments about Justin Trudeau's election speech that he gave yesterday. In it, he said that one of the election issues is whether we should be cracking down on unvaccinated people more. He said that not only was he going to force people in federal industries under federal control and federal employees to get vaccinated, he also said that anybody who wants to go on an airplane or travel in any way will need to be vaccinated. This is an absolute disgrace that we're seeing from our Prime Minister. He knows that this is a divisive issue. He knows that this will, maybe gain him a few points in certain circles. This is extraordinarily unacceptable from our Prime Minister. And it's extraordinarily unacceptable that we're not seeing any pushback on this from any of the other parties. And yes, O'Toole has said that, he doesn't want to see these vaccinations after he was or mandatory vaccinations after he was pushed on this over and over again. But he's certainly no champion for this. And I just want to remind everybody, I don't have it in front of me, I'd read it for you, but the Nuremberg Code that came out of the Nuremberg trials after World War II, and it laid out extensive commentary on what are permissible medical experiments, okay? And in it, it talks about consent. And it talks about, yes, someone must have the right to say yes or no, but it shouldn't be purchased at a price. They shouldn't have to say yes, but only because they're going to lose their job if they say no. They shouldn't say yes, but only because they've had their arm twisted so far they want to say yes. This is not in any way informed consent. This is wrong. The vaccine that we're talking about here, yes, it was developed on an expedited time frame because of people were concerned about COVID-19, but it is still in long-term trials. Some people may, and many have decided to get it. Some people are waiting to see. It should not be forced on anybody. There is no medical reason why we need to force every man, woman, and child to be vaccinated. There are other things that can be done. Of course, when you're talking about the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, we're talking about minimal impairment. If in any case you're going to be infringing on someone's freedoms, you have to have a rationale for it. And if there's a way that you could do it less so, that's minimal impairment, you have to do it that way. So, if you have something where you're infringing on someone's freedoms and there's a way you could achieve the same purpose using a less or a more minimally infringement, then you have to do it that way. So this is what we're seeing. I'm disgusted to see Justin Trudeau use this as an election tactic. I'm disgusted to see the other parties not pushing back against this. It is wrong to force people to take medical treatments that they don't want to. It is wrong to force them to lose their job if they don't do it. And there's no true rationale for preventing people from flying on airplanes if they're not vaccinated. If you believe the vaccine works as well as they say it does, and there's good arguments to suggest that maybe it doesn't, if it does, then those people who are vaccinated are basically protected. If someone wants to take on that risk, we've heard for a long time, oh, we need 60%, we need 70%, we need 80%. Well, at some point, the number has to be high enough. And now they're saying every man, woman, and child, basically, soon enough they're going to open up below 12 years old, needs to be vaccinated. It's not true. If you're concerned about spreading COVID on the airplane, do what they do today. They do the temperature check. They do the questionnaire. Listen, this is not a disease that requires extreme infringements on our personal rights and liberties. It is wrong to force someone to take a medical treatment that they don't want to take. And he's using this as an election gambit in the worst sort of way. What they're doing is criminal. Anybody who participates in this type of thing, forcing other people to take a medical treatment that they don't want to, should be charged criminally. It is wrong. Thank you very much.